it's Pastor Rachel here, and I don't know about you, but I love going new places. Do you love traveling or going on vacation? See, I think that it is always so much fun. I have been to amazing faraway places like Israel and the Dominican Republic. I've been places that are a little closer, like Disney World or like the Grand Canyon. And I've even been to wonderful places right here in our state of Minnesota, like the North Shore or Minneapolis, which is my favorite place in the world. There are so many amazing things about traveling and going new places. But you know what's not quite as fun as traveling? Moving. Have you ever moved before? Because if you have, then you probably know that it is a ton of work. Even if you're excited about where you're going, you still have to pack up all of your toys, everything in your bedroom, maybe even help your parents pack up the boxes from every room, and then you have to lift them and put them in a car or on a truck. And then, once you get to the new place, you have to take it all out and unpack everything. It is so much work. And even when traveling is really fun, moving is not. Now, today we're going to tell a story of someone who didn't just go on a little trip. They actually moved somewhere. But here's the amazing thing. This person did not even know where he was moving to. That's right. He heard God tell him to move, and so he decided to just go. That is amazing. And we're going to talk about more of that story coming up. But here are some discussion questions. So if you're watching by yourself, think about them in your head. If you're watching live, comment them on YouTube. And if you're with someone else, talk about them together. Hello there, Kingdom Kids. Shh. Here's the thing. You cannot tell Pastor Rachel where I am right now because I am hiding. You see, she asked me to do something today and I do not want to do it. So I decided the easiest thing to do would be, well, just to hide. And you know what? I think doing the easiest thing to do is the right thing to do. Because guess what? Batman did the easiest thing to do. Wait. No. He went out and helped people. And that wasn't very easy. Okay, bad example. Because Wonder Woman did things the easy way. Wait a second. She left the island she was on to save the world, didn't she? Who is someone who did things the easy way? I know! I am being like Adam and Eve and doing things the easy way. Wait a second. They did things the easy way, and they didn't listen to God, and then sin entered the world and they had to leave the garden. Okay. Well, I think what I'm getting from this is that I should not do things
the easy way. And when somebody tells me to do something, especially if God told me to do something, I should do it. All right, well, I guess I'll listen to Pastor Rachel and complete the task she has for me. Let's see, here we go. Just had to pick up this fork and throw it in. That was so difficult.
Oh, Rusty. All of that complaining and drama for just one piece of trash I asked you to pick up. Well, it's a good thing that the person in our story today was not like Rusty and listened to God right away. Now I'm actually going to read to you Genesis chapter 12, and it's verses 1 through 9. And it's the story about someone named Abram who God had really big plans for. Here we go. The Lord had said to Abram, "Leave your native country, your relatives, and your father's family, and go to the land that I will show you. I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you and make you famous, and you will be a blessing to others. I will bless those who bless you, and curse those who treat you poorly. All the families on earth will be blessed through you." So Abram departed as the Lord had instructed, and Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old when he left Haran. He took his wife Sarai and his nephew Lot and all of his wealth, his livestock, and all the people he had taken into his household at Haran, and headed for the land of Canaan. When they arrived in Canaan, Abram traveled through the land as far as Shechem. There he set up camp beside the oak of Moreh. At that time, the area was inhabited by Canaanites. Then the Lord appeared to Abram and said, "I will give this land to your descendants." And Abram built an altar there and dedicated it to the Lord, who had appeared to him. After that, Abram traveled south and set up camp in the hill country, with Bethel to the west and Ai to the east. There he built another altar and dedicated it to the Lord, and he worshipped the Lord. Then Abram continued traveling south by stages toward the Negev. Now here's what's amazing about this story. God promised Abram some amazing things. He promised to bless him. He promised to be with him. He promised to bless his entire family. But there was something that Abram had to do. Abram had to listen to God, and he had to listen to God right away. Now, the amazing thing is Abram didn't even know where he was going. He just started going. Have you ever felt like God was telling you something before? Maybe to say sorry to someone, or maybe even to help someone out when you don't think that you have time, maybe to give your favorite toy to someone who's sad. If there's something that God has told you before, it doesn't matter what your circumstance is. It doesn't matter if you know all the details that are going to happen. It doesn't matter if you're already doing something. The only thing that matters is listening. That's what we have to do. When God tells us to do something, just like Abram, we have to do it right away. And you saw from Abram's story, he went to a couple places, right? He went to much more than one place, and there was still more traveling for him to do in the next couple chapters. But the amazing, amazing thing is Abram took each step and he kept going. He kept listening to God. He kept following God, and he even stopped to worship God along the way. What if we chose to do that? What if we chose to say, "God, I am listening to you, and I'll do what you ask no matter what"? I think God would absolutely love to see that in our lives. And that is our starting line truth today. When God tells you something to do, that is the time for you to listen. When God tells you something to do, that is the time for you to listen. Not later, not when you get around to it, but we need to listen to God and to do what He asks of us right away. So, going along with that, I have 2 challenges for you this week. Just like we always do, my first challenge to you is to read what we talked about today. So read Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 through 9 with a family member and ask them about it. Ask them questions so that you can understand what you're reading. And then our second challenge today is I actually want you to ask someone, either in your family, in your friends, just ask someone in your life if God has ever told them to do something before. Ask them to tell you a story about it so that you can hear if they chose to listen and something amazing happened. Or maybe for some people they didn't choose to listen and they wish that they would have. But no matter what their story is, I want you to listen and to hear it so that you can learn how you can respond when God tells you something. And then I think it would be awesome if you took some time to pray and ask God if He is telling you something right now. Because God is always talking, but the question is, are we always listening? All right, Kingdom Kids, well, I had so much fun with you today. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week, Tuesday at 11 a.m. I'll hopefully see you this Sunday at 9 o'clock or at 10:30 at our drive-in. And I'm super excited to see some of you for our VBS happening July 27th through 30th. If you don't know about it yet, or if you haven't signed up, please, please, please tell your parents to go to our website and to look at our Front Yard Adventures information, because I would love to do VBS with you. I'll see you soon, Kingdom Kids. Bye!